The idea of an intelligent, omniscient, all-knowing, all-powerful being controlling the universe, to me at this point is absurd. And the idea that such a being has human-like attributes, wants to be worshipped and is very concerned with who is working on Sabbath day is beyond absurd. There is no proof for such thing and no logical reason to believe in such thing once you really start thinking about it.
I understand that faith comes from a complicated place and it can't be simplified so easily. That said, I'm done agreeing to disagree. We've given religion such an untouchable status that it's rude to even debate it. Anytime a set of beliefs is unquestionable by society, that's a problem. Instead of coming together and finding out what unites us with the universe, we're ready to wipe each other out based on blind faith. Now, you may not want to kill anyone based on your religious differences, but if you think religion isn't causing division and war in the world, you're just not paying attention.
Because most of us are atheists precisely because we don't have blind faith in the existence of something that cannot be proven.
Well, a lot of people can't accept that. They can't accept that I've refused to accept their God.
They will bully me for being an atheist.
Now I was faced with one obviously agitated and quite angry religious man and his friends, who, judging by the look of them, shared his agitation and his anger. He then started shoving me in the chest, and every time he did, he would shout, "Allahu Akbar," which, and though I started shoving back, I was horribly aware of his three friends, and I was horribly aware of the fact that there was quite a large Muslim community in my area, and I'm ashamed to say it, but I wondered whether or not this would be it.
Well, if you're an atheist and you don't believe in anything, if you die, what is there to go to? Nothing. You're worm dirt. So, for their son to die for nothing, pretty hard to get your head around that.
You keep wanting me to say this. He's not with God. He's fucking dead. He's not religious, so thanks for your thoughts, but he's fucking dead.
Well, what do we do with that anger? Because it's easy to let anger consume you and make you bitter. But what I'd rather do, and I think it's more constructive to do, is use that anger to motivate us to help fight for our rights and the rights of the millions of people like us. Rights to live freely, confidently, and happily. Let's turn our anger into passion.
Because atheism is a rejection of an idea and doesn't propose a new one, it's hard to build a movement around it. I mean, you can't use it to control populations or to galvanize political action, but should you? I'll tell you what I think we should do. We should write about it, blog about it, make videos. We need to make it okay to question religion and to be proud of our intellectual independence.
On the front of my house, I've put a billboard, and I have spray painted the Atheist A onto it, and underneath it, it bears the legends, "No gods." Because as frightened as I am, I refuse to be bullied in the street that I live in. I live in the free city of Cardiff, and I live in the UK, and when last I checked, it was a Western democracy with the right to free speech enshrined by law. He had the right to proselytize, I have the right to disagree.
Now understand their faith for no reason, it's like food with no seasoning. Please inspect the contents of the things you be believing in. Check the hocus pocus before you open up your mandible. I disregard your argument because it's not tangible.
اشتقت إليك بحق الحرية. أنت من خلق الوجود، أنت الأمل، أنت الحياة، أنت الحب، أنت المنى، أنت القدرة على البقاء. اليقظة هي أنت، الشروق هو أنت.
And use the scientific method, kid. Especially those of you who created the Creation Museum.
I will continue to disprove each and every creationist argument one by one. I will continue to bring real scientific findings to a public forum. I will continue to encourage people to do what you fear most. I will get them to.
In the personal story segment tonight, do you believe in God? Increasingly, fewer Americans do. According to a Pew poll, 12% of us do not have a belief in a higher power, up from 8% in 1987, and that group includes agnostics. In Europe, the rise of atheism and of Gnosticism is stunning. According to a Zuckerman study, in Sweden, as many as 85% of the population are non-believers. Japan, 65%. France, 54%. And in Britain, 44% do not believe in God in Great Britain.
I am still a free man. I am free of gods and religion.
That's pretty much it.